in the buzz of a busy street. I never saw the leaves fall. Caught feet awake and someone asleep, but I don't feel it at all.
You're like the wind rolling in on a summer blaze. Lazy river in the rapids I race. Just a minute laying next to you and time stands still. You make me wanna slow down, baby, make it easy. I'll take the long way round, just as long as you're with me. In a city full of neon, burning too bright, baby, you're my yellow light. You make me wanna slow down, you make me wanna slow down, you make me wanna slow down.
We'll take a walk after midnight and stay in bed until noon. Driving the curves of the coastline and trace every inch of you.
I like the rush when it's us on a getaway. Soak it up, take it in at our pace. You know how to make my heart beat fast, but time stands still. You make me wanna slow down, baby, make it easy. I'll take the long way round, just as long as you're with me. In a city full of neon, burning too bright, baby, you're my yellow light. You make me wanna slow down, you make me wanna slow down, you make me wanna slow down. You make me wanna slow down, baby, make it easy. I'll take the long way round, just as long as you're with me. In a city full of neon, burning too bright, baby, you're my yellow light. You make me wanna slow down, you make me wanna slow down, you make me wanna slow down. You make me
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Are you ready? It's showtime. Please welcome Tim Kelly.
Headed out to California, gone west to see the sun. There's a fortune here if you got time, but I found mine buried in the golden hair she spun.
sailing off to search the islands, gone west for something new. Found Pontiolo and wave riders, but chose neither. Took the sweetest sugar cane they grew.
I've gone west, going down the highway like a tumbleweed. I've gone west, where the canyons fall into the deep blue sea. Took a left from the hills of Tennessee.
is a great group called Gone West. The song is called Gone West. How about that? And before that, another great tune called Slow Down. We're not going to do that. We're going to speed up. 3 hours of the best in new country music is straight ahead. Welcome to the Tim Kelly Show on KICR Indie Country Radio, our flagship station, broadcasting worldwide and sending out this show to a bunch of different radio stations. We'll give them a big shout out here in a moment. But first of all, I want to welcome you to the program. You can find us live on the Tim Kelly Show on a great app called Spreaker. That is Spreaker. It is a free download, and just search the Tim Kelly Show when you get there. We are also live on our website, KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. And speaking of live, we've got two great live radio interviews tonight. At the bottom half of the first hour, I've got Derek Brantley going to join me on the program. And then in hour number 2, at the bottom half of the hour, Seth Mills is going to be with us. You're going to love their music and the stories behind those songs. And tonight is 2 for Tuesday, so that means every artist on the program gets played two songs in a row all show long. That's how we do it on 2 for Tuesday. We want to thank those radio stations that do replay this program. Great radio stations like KUHS Denver at KUHSdenver.com, Country Road 58 from Germany, countryradio.musicbox4friends.com from Belgium, devilscountryradio.com, radiotheking.be also from Belgium, WVMIradio.com, realradio.us, downtheroadradio.com from Ireland, Bourbon Trail Radio. We are affiliated with bigrecords.world/radio, Top Shelf Radio Texas, radicalonlineradio.com. You can hear us on the Lake Paradise record label website, so check that one out, Lake Paradise Records. They are a Sony Orchard record label and have taken us on. We appreciate that. We are also on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, anywhere you listen to podcasts, and we post the whole list on our social media before the show gets started. Well, I want to turn you on to a brand new artist I found this afternoon. This guy is fantastic. His name is Landon Parker. This is called Hits Home on the Tim Kelly Show on KICR Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best on a 2 for Tuesday.
Cut corn in an old silo, rolling to church with a broke halo. Play any song from Jackson to Jones, man, that all hits home. Smell that farm diesel down the road, bobber on the line on an old zip code. 3 chords of truth and a watering hole, man, that all hits home. Home like mama's sweet tea, home missing those evergreens. Small town kids round a big bonfire, muddy grass on some AT tires. Home like a back porch bush light, I'm missing them barbed wire fence lines. The city life is killing me, so I'm holding on to anything that hits home. Circle in a DQ light, shooting the bull in this old map dot. Came straight from work, hat on, what you got, man, the show hits home. Home like mama's sweet tea, home missing those evergreens. Small town kids round a big bonfire, muddy grass on some AT tires. Home like a back porch bush light, I'm missing them barbed wire fence lines. The city life is killing me, so I'm holding on to anything that hits home. That hits home. Get in my truck and drive, radio crank, winding down an old 2-lane, watching the John Deere plow through the grain. Hell, I'd take anything that hits home. Like mama's sweet tea, home missing those evergreens. Small town kids round a big bonfire, muddy grass on some AT tires. Home like a back porch bush light, I'm missing them barbed wire fence lines. The city life is killing me, so I'm holding on to anything that hits home.
for today's newest country music, Indie Country Radio, with Tim Kelly.
Got my best friends and my brother all in a tux and tie. In the front row there's my mother, wiping the tears from her eyes. Church doors open up, the music starts to play. You walk her down the aisle to give her away. I know you watched her take her first breath, her first steps. When I asked you for her hand, you shook mine, and you said yes. I want to thank you for bringing an angel into the world. She's my woman, my forever, but she'll never stop being your baby girl. Watching you spin her around for that daddy-daughter dance, and I'm standing here praying that I can be half the man that you are. Oh, you are. I know you watched her take her first breath, her first steps. When I asked you for her hand, you shook mine, and you said yes. I want to thank you for bringing an angel into the world. She's my woman, my forever, but she'll never stop being your baby girl. Sparklers light and we drive off. You just smile and I just thought you're a bigger man than me to let her go. Something I swear I'll never do, just so you know. Yeah, you watched her take her first breath, her first steps. When I asked you for her hand, you shook mine, and you said yes. I want to thank you for bringing an angel into the world. She's my woman, my forever, but she'll never stop being your baby girl. Your baby girl.
Once again, his name is Landon Parker. That is called Your Baby Girl, and you can check out the video to that one on our TV channel, ICTV Indie Country TV, powered by Stream. It was just added this afternoon. That's how quick I get them on the radio, and we get them on TV as well, ladies and gentlemen. We got it going on. You can email me at indiecountryradio@yahoo.com for MP3s, indiecountrytelevision@yahoo.com for MP4s, and that is the videos. We would add those to the channel as well. This next artist is my good friend, Miss Sydney Hansen. She's got a brand new single out, and we're going to play two from her tonight. This one is called For Better from Sydney Hansen on KICR Indie Country Radio, The Tim Kelly Show, live from Branson, Missouri, the live show capital of the world.
I'm a slow dancer with a green-eyed devil. You whisper, girl, you're something special. Had a wicked shine, I should have seen you right through. Walked the line till he took a swerve with his crooked smile and his pretty words. Left me alone with nothing but the ugly truth. He bruised me bad, yeah, cut me deep. I fell too fast from that lover's net. Thought I might feel like that forever, but he didn't break my heart for good. He only broke my heart for better. asked for my number in a matter of time. I discovered there's still a few good guys left in this town. Mama says he's a keeper, that boy's making me a believer. He's nothing like the one that let me down. He bruised me bad, yeah, cut me deep. I fell too fast from that lover's lead. Thought I might feel like that forever, but he didn't break my heart for good. He only broke my heart for better. Couldn't let that all get to me. Was a long way around meant to be. That turned out right thanks to Mr. Wrong. He bruised me bad, yeah, cut me deep. I fell too fast from that lover's lead. Thought I might feel like that forever, but he didn't break my heart for good. He only broke my heart for better. For the better.
Listening to 2 for Tuesday on KICR Indie Country Radio.
I can be his homegrown, all-American honey. I can be his heart of gold. I ain't after his money. I could be his best bet, and that she ain't made yet. I could be his go-to, but I'm a little old school. If he treats me like his number one, not just a notch on his gun, I like what he's bringing to the party. If I'm the only girl on his mind, he knows how to walk the line. I'll be the June to his Johnny. I won't be somebody's nobody. You don't have to get it, red heart with my name, but I don't mind a little kissing at a red light on Main. If his eyes don't go walking, and he listens when I'm talking, he could be an option that just might be worth watching. He treats me like his number one, not just a notch on his gun. I like what he's bringing to the party. If I'm the only girl on his mind, he knows how to walk the line. I'll be the June to his Johnny, but I won't be somebody's nobody. Every king should treat you like a queen. If you don't, then break it off clean. Yeah. Like his number one, not just a notch on his gun. I like what he's bringing to the party. If I'm the only girl on his mind, and he knows how to walk the line, I'll be the June to his Johnny. He treats me like his number one, not just a notch on his gun. I like what he's bringing to the party. The only girl on his mind knows how to walk the line. I'll be the
That is Somebody's Nobody, Miss Sydney Hansen. And check out our live radio interview, our second, maybe our third one. I'm losing track. We've talked a few times. Miss Sydney Hansen will be joining us live on May the 16th. So that's just a week or two away, and we are excited about that. She has got it going on in the world of country music. As does this next gentleman. He is originally from Adair, Oklahoma, plays all over Oklahoma, Texas, and that part of the country. He is Cody Hibbard, and you can check out the video to this one on ICTV, Indie Country TV as well. It is called Looking Back Now from Cody Hibbard on The Tim Kelly Show on KICR Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best on a 2 for Tuesday.
Looking back now, I'd have done things different. A lot of coulda, woulda, shoulda dones, but I didn't. Now I'm standing alone in the kitchen, just wishing I'd have took the time to listen some more. Held her hand and held every door. Ended every night and started every morning with some kisses. But you can't go back on it yesterday. Now I'm right in the middle of too little, too late. Looking back now, I'm the reason that the fire burned out. If anybody let anybody down, it was me. And now I see why she walked down. Looking back now, it's coming in clear and loud through the silence of this empty house. I bet she's kicking up goodbye gravel on her way out of town. And she ain't looking back now. Looking back now, I'd have left her no choice. She needed a man, but I was just a boy. And now it's just me in the memory of her leaving me. Just looking back now, I'm the reason that the fire burned out. If anybody let anybody down, it was me. And now I see why she walked down. Looking back now, it's coming in clear and loud through the silence of this empty house. I bet she's kicking up goodbye gravel on her way out of town. And she ain't looking back now. Looking back now, I'm the reason that the fire burned out. If anybody let anybody down, it was me. And now I see why she walked down. Looking back now, it's coming in clear and loud through the silence of this empty house. I bet she's kicking up goodbye gravel on her way out of town. Bet she's got that car pointed west with that hammer rolling down. And she ain't looking back now. She ain't looking back now.
You're listening to Tim Kelly on Indie Country Radio.
I'm the only one that's drinking whiskey tonight. Everybody's dancing and laughing. I'm just trying to keep my eyes off of you, red dress in the corner. A new guy, same drink I used to order. Watching you with him right now. It's got me thinking about how this town needs another bar. One you wouldn't blink, I did in. A little dive I can drink and forget in. Past the county line with that half-lit sign where the smoke rings hang in the dark. Wouldn't be wishing you wouldn't walk in. And I wouldn't have to see you all over him. bar. It's the only late night spot in the darkest size. But if it were up to me, then damn it, I'd build one up on that piece of land where that Dollar Tree used to stand, and hire out an old school country band. 'Cause man, this town needs another bar, one you wouldn't be caught dead in, a little dive I can drink and forget in, past the county line with that half-lit sign where the smoke rings hang in the dark. Wouldn't be wishing you wouldn't walk in, and I wouldn't have to see you all over him. Moving on wouldn't be so hard. This town is another bar. Another hole in the wall, somewhere to get away, where I can stay the last call and never have to see your face. This town needs another bar, one you wouldn't be caught dead in, a little dive I can drink and forget in, past the county line with that half-lit sign where the smoke rings hang in the dark. Wouldn't be wishing you wouldn't walk in, and I wouldn't have to see you all over him. Moving on wouldn't be so hard. This town needs another bar. Yeah, this town needs another bar. This town needs another bar.
Once again, his name is Cody Hibbert, originally from Adair, Oklahoma. That is called Another Bar, and man, that artist is great. So if you get a chance to go see him in a live show, do it, and get on his social media and tell him you heard him on the Tim Kelly Show out of Branson, Missouri. He would really love to hear from you, I'm sure, and he'd love to hear himself on the radio again, and 14 stations are going to pick this show up and replay it all next week as well. Well, we've got a special guest by the name of Derek Brantley with us tonight. How are you, my friend?
Man, I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Thanks for joining us on the for Tuesday. And everybody gets played twice tonight, but we may bust out 3 or so of yours tonight.
Hey, that sounds like a plan to me.
Absolutely, man. I was scrolling through YouTube here about 3 or 4 weeks ago, and I come across this song called Luke the Beer Drinking Dog, and I thought, man, that's an interesting title. So I wonder what that's about. I click on it, and I heard your voice, and it's a great song.
Well, I appreciate it. It is kind of a conversation starter sometimes.
Yep.
It catches a lot of attention. So it's definitely been doing some good.
I haven't had. We've got 2 dogs. Neither one of them has drank beer yet, but my wife just went for some, so we'll see what happens.
Well, you don't never know.
You never know. Gonna have me a nightcap after the program tonight.
There you go.
No dogs allowed. But we'll talk about that song and how you came up with that and everything tonight. And I appreciate you doing the program. And you are calling from a small town in Tennessee, correct?
I am, sir. I'm from Scottsdale, Tennessee right now, and just in the middle of nowhere, really, between Memphis and Nashville.
Okay. Well, I'm sure you've probably been to Nashville a time or two and probably record there. So
I've recorded 1 or 2 songs there. Yes, I have, and I love going to Nashville. There's just something about that place, and don't really get downtown much. We usually hang out over by the Music City Bar and Grill and the Nashville Palace and areas like that.
Okay. Awesome. I haven't been since 2018, but it's sure about time to go back. I've been seeing these TikToks that this guy's posting of downtown Broadway, and he's just walking down Broadway on a Friday and Saturday night, and it just looks like a good time everywhere. The folks are out there having fun and lined up to get into a lot of those places. So it is Music City. There is no doubt about that.
Oh, man, it's definitely living up to its name. There's no doubt. I mean, and just the name Music City, you're not just going to get country music. You're going to get all kinds of music. You're gonna get a little bit of everything up there. That's why it's called Music City, USA.
Exactly. And we were hanging out at the Wild Horse Saloon with the Nashville Universe Awards, and we took a couple of those home in 2016. And Stormy Warren from Sirius XM handed them to me, and I didn't really even know who he was that night, but I know who he is now from Sirius XM The Highway. And and a neat story of him. He was working for CNN, I believe, and then Charlie Daniels told him he's such a good interviewer. He said, you ought to move to Nashville, and that's what happened. So hopefully somebody will tell me that one of these days.
Well, son, you got my backing right now.
I appreciate it. So. Not that I want to move into where all that traffic is, but we'll see what happens.
Right. You don't ever know.
Yep, absolutely. And, it's probably really neat being in a small town and lots of inspiration there to write country music, isn't there?
There really is. And, man, I'm like, as they say, as a crow flies, just less than a mile from the Tennessee River. And just a lot of things you could really grab from, just to be inspired to write songs.
Yeah.
And so there's definitely a lot to pay attention to and take in here.
Absolutely. And, Brantley, your last name, when we started doing this independent radio thing, we were playing guys like Brantley Gilbert, Tyler Farr, those kind of guys that were just up-and-coming artists, and we kept getting this independent music coming in. And I thought, man, this is some really good stuff. So me and my buddy could say, said we can see where this show is going, and let's just do it completely. So on the 12th, which is just 3 days from today, will be the 10th year anniversary of the Tim Kelly Show, or Today's Country with Tim Kelly is what it started. And the music just keeps getting better and better. I click on YouTube, refresh, I find guys like you, and then I check my email, and I find other folks that are super, super talented. And it's just, there is so much out there, isn't there?
There really is, man. And you can throw a rock and hit somebody that's got so much talent. And it's crazy, because until you get into it, you start paying attention, you think, man, there's a lot of people out there that can do stuff, and it's far more better than I can. Then you just feel like you just need to go home and not do nothing else.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure that's not true of you. I think music's in your blood. You got the great sound going on, and folks are going to find that out tonight when we play your music. But, and you probably started young. I have a lot of folks that reach out to me, or I reach out to them, that I'm blown away by the way they sound, and find out they're 10 years old, 12, 15. I got a young gentleman by the name of Cruz Wright. He's got a debut single out right now, and it's called Phone in Heaven, and I can't believe the way that dude sounds, and he's 15 years old. So you probably started pretty young in your journey too, right?
Well, I started playing guitar when I was about 14, 13, somewhere around in there. But as far as actually singing and taking that serious and getting up enough nerve and gall to do it in front of somebody, that took a lot of years to work up to. But I've been doing it now publicly, playing in places for 10 years now. And, I just now feel like I'm starting to get somewhere. But sometimes that's what it takes, you just got to keep at it.
Well, they call that Music City a 10-year town, and we've both been at it about the same time, so something's got to give. Huh?
Hey, it's going to have to. I'm starting to get a little age to me.
That's right. Gray hair is wisdom, they say. So I'm thinking, why did I ever start doing that? No.
I know all too well about it.
I love doing it. I do 2 shows a week, and they're the most fun 3 hours I spend with the artists, talking to you guys, and hopefully getting to meet. We talked off the air. You've been through Branson but never stopped here, so next time you come through, let's stop. Give me a shout, and we'll definitely get together.
Absolutely, brother. I'd love to.
A lot of great country music started here back in the day. Glenn Campbell, Roy Clark had a theater here. Mickey Gilley. We lost him a year ago. Actually, yesterday was the anniversary of his passing. So, there's a lot of great history in country music here, and I think it's really kind of number 2 to Nashville here in Branson. And they call it the live show capital of the world because they have a lot of live theaters here and a lot of live theater seats. These theaters seat 800, 1,000, 1,500. It's just, they're all different. But there's a lot of good places to play, and so we'll see if we can't help you get here too, man. You're super
Hey,
talented.
man, I'd be there overnight if you could.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we talked just a little bit about songwriting and writing from, you know, things that happen in a small town, but tell me about how long you've been doing that and your passion for making country music, because I think the songwriting part of music is really a cool deal.
I think it is too, and as far as songwriting goes, I've been doing that for probably 7 or 8 years now, and you know, these times I get more out of writing the song itself than I do getting to play it at places. And because it's to me, it's a lot like therapy in a way. You know, you pouring yourself out into something and creating something, and you know, it's almost like it's raising a child. You build it up, and you put it out there for everybody to see and watch, and you just kind of see how it grows and everybody likes and reacts to it. I just like that aspect of it, because you're not only giving yourself an out, but you're kind of also giving everybody else an out too, by taking their mind off what's worrying them and just giving them a break also on some of the stuff they have to go through.
Boy, that is so true, you know, and I've said a lot on the radio. Music is therapeutic, and, you know, people really benefit from it. A song touches them, and when they become classics like the 90s country that got me into country radio, you know, those songs stick with you forever.
Oh, they do. They really do, and that's songs you don't never forget either. It's there's a lot of them I play. You know, I do a lot of cover songs when I do places as well as my own, and there's some of them old country songs, man. They're forever, almost burned into my memory, almost.
Yeah, you know, it's called Three Chords and the Truth in country music, and that's about what it is with some of the songs that you really know by heart. You can hear 3 chords, and you know, you could do a trivia game and guess the song by just hearing those.
Right.
So, and there's contests I hear like that on the radio. You know, they just give you a little snippet of a song, and you know, see if you can guess what it is. So that's a lot of fun. Well, it's sure cool though when they know your original music, the folks that you're playing in front of, and they're out there singing it word for word, isn't it?
Oh man, it's a good feeling, because there's times where you're playing songs and you think, ain't nobody worried about what I'm doing right now. I feel like I'm background music, and then you'll play an original song, and then people are clapping, and you know, and you think, well, they're actually paying attention, and let alone they're paying attention to what I've done, you know. So
that's a good feeling.
It is a good feeling, and it kind of keeps the fire going sometimes, you know. So definitely a good fuel.
We talk about this place in Nashville all the time called the Listening Room, and they actually, you know, have it where you have to listen to the music. You know, it's not a bunch of talking behind the music and everything. So I don't know if you've ever played there, but I'm friends with a lot of artists that have, and I see a lot of it on social media. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I've never had the privilege to go there, but I've checked it out on social media, and I really want to plan on going there, and I just don't know with my schedule and everything if it'll free me up enough to go.
Yeah.
But I would love something like it, because it's all about the music at that point. Isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Now, do you go to any of the writers' rounds or co-write with anybody around Nashville?
Well, not in and around Nashville. I mean, I don't really. I've had a few connections up there in the past, probably 8 to 10 years, but nothing that really set in concrete, or nothing that I could call them up and say, hey, let's go write. But when it comes to writing, I've wrote several songs with some local people around my area.
Okay.
And one of them, he actually turned me on to stuff like what y'all do, more of the more independent circuit of things, and away from the mainstream radio stuff. And that, to me, that's more rich and true than what you hear today on your regular FM radio. And his name is Scotty McKnight, and you know, he kind of steered me in a direction I needed to go, and I owe a lot to him right now for that.
Wow, that's good stuff, man. You know, I see it and hear a lot of that on social media about what's going on in Music City with the music that they're putting out right now. And I was interviewing a young man last night by the name of Jeremiah Wheeler, and he was put on the shelf when he signed with the label. They shelved him for 10 years, and he could not put anything out. And so, unfortunately, that happens in the crazy music business too. But with this radio station and the way we operate, the way I I operate it because I own it. I told you if I play 3 songs tonight on 2 for Tuesday, there's nobody going to fire me, but that's not happening. But, there's just so much good music out there that it needs to be on the radio. I don't care if it's 4 or 5 days old and like your Luke the Beer Drinking Dog, shows up on my YouTube feed. I reach out to you and here we are tonight. That's that kind of music, and you need to be heard on the radio. There's no putting it on the shelf for me, I don't think.
Right. Well, I appreciate that. And it takes people like you to do stuff like that to keep local artists, wanting to do it again and keep them wanting to do it.
Yeah.
It's just because sometimes, I'll be honest, man, it gets kind of downhearted because you can't get nothing on the radio, especially in your local town.
Yeah.
And it's.
Well,
it kind of is what it is. And
getting on this station puts you in with 14 other radio stations that's going to replay you all next week. So that's a cool deal. And then you end up on Spotify and iHeartRadio. We got all that going on. And, that's a lot of work, too, putting all that together in 10 years of doing this. But I see the benefits of it because I have the pleasure of looking back when and saying, hey, I interviewed that artist, when he was just getting started, man. He was 15 years old, and I was his first radio interview or something like that. That has happened many times, and that's why I do what I do, because unfortunately with the gig that pays me money, I have to do it and can only do 2 shows a week at this point. So
brother, I understand completely.
I miss playing a lot of the music from artists time after time that I wished I could, but we got to make a show out of it, so we're going to do that tonight. Speaking of playing music, how about we do that?
Hey, let's do it, bro.
You got a good one called Bottom of the Bottle we're going to talk about first. Tell me about this one.
Man, that's one of them songs I went back, and it's been a long time since I recorded up to this point when I did this song, and I had it written for a couple of years now, and we would do it at a couple of shows just to see how it would go, and I finally made the decision. I said, I'm just playing shows to be playing shows. I need to have something to show for myself. So I made the decision one night I need to start recording.
Uh-huh.
And I got with Jonathan King over at King Productions in Medina, Tennessee. And we worked out a deal, and he's still been helping me with all the songs that you're going to play. And, man, that's from there, that was the starting point for everything else. It just kind of fell into play.
Mm-hmm.
I got my buddy in the studio that plays music with me, Micah Baker. He's doing background vocals with me. A lot of talent on that song as well, on all these songs. We got Will Young playing lead. His daddy, Tim Young, playing steel guitar.
Mm-hmm. So
that's it was real fun. They had a lot of fun cutting it. There's really no backstory to it other than if you ever had your heart broke and wondered why, that kind of just kind of come out. I don't know really exactly where it come from. I just kind of reached in and pulled it out of the hat.
Yeah. Now, how does it go in that process of from start to finish, where it's just words on a piece of paper and then it comes out in 2 minutes and 10 seconds? This is a short song, but it. For the production and everything, did they help you with that, or do you kind of have a hook in mind, or did somebody come up with that?
No, I wrote all the words to it, and with all the chords and everything. But as far as all the steel work and lead licks and everything else, and the bass tracks, I let those guys handle all of that. But it kind of, man, it just kind of all fell together real quick and easy almost, and it was like, man, are we already done with it? It's kind of how we was. But,
yeah.
But it was real fun, and man, it kind of set the bar, and I think if you listen to them songs in the order of which I recorded them, and you can tell they're only getting better and better as we go, and it's just something I can't wait to get back in there and do the next one. So
man,
I'm looking forward to it.
That's good stuff. I was just talking to a guy last night, and I've talked about this before. Some of the best songs are done in 30 minutes or less, as far as the writing.
That's what they say.
The writing of them, yeah. As far as the writing, so there's a lot more work than goes into that. But when you have good people in your corner, like it sounds like you have, then that's where the magic is made.
That's right.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to play it for the folks. This is Bottom of the Bottle. His name is Derek Brantley on KICR Indie Country Radio, The Tim Kelly Show, from Branson, Missouri on a 2 for Tuesday.
Well, every day's always been the same thing, and every same. Just sitting here at home, wonder why you're gone, and why you even stayed if you never loved me. 'Cause it's a long way to the bottom of this bottle, and I'm doing the best that I can. With the pain of your leaving, it won't be a problem. I'll be over you in the bottom of this bottle. Well, I thought that we would last forever, but lately I'm thinking more and more. Now when your man is gone, you'll come dragging home, but it's too late for you to say I'm sorry. 'Cause it's a long way to the bottom of this bottle, and I'm doing the best that I can. With the pain of your leaving, it won't be a problem. I'll be over you in the bottom of this bottle. I'll be over you in the bottom of this bottle.
Once again, his name is Derek Brantley. That is called Bottom of the Bottle. Man, they're loving that tune in our live chat room. Donna says that is a cool sound. So you got a
Thank
new,
you, Donna.
yeah, you got a new fan, and Donna's in Nashville,
All right, good deal.
so not too far from you. Maybe she'll meet you at a show one of these days.
Hey, that sounds good to me.
And speaking of doing one of your shows, we talked about some of the music that you play, your original stuff. But what are some of your favorite cover songs to do?
Oh man, anything from the era of Johnny Cash, you know, Waylon Jennings, Merle Haggard, Hank Williams Sr. and Jr.
Yep.
You know, stuff like that from the '80s and back.
All the good ones.
Yeah, that's right. Vern Gosdin, I love some Vern.
Oh yeah, yeah. The Voice, he was called in country music.
That's it. That's
Yeah,
it.
and I think it was yesterday or today maybe we lost Keith Whitley like 34 years ago. Man, what a great artist.
Yes, sir. It was today, matter of
Today.
fact.
Mhm.
Yep. And
Yep.
I was just reading some info about that on the Facebook a while ago.
You know, I was on the
And
radio.
that's-
I was on the
Go
radio
ahead.
the day Merle Haggard passed away, and that following Friday he was supposed to be in Springfield, Missouri, which is just about 45 minutes north of me in Branson. And Willie Nelson was supposed to perform with Merle. Well, Merle obviously passed away. Well, Willie Nelson brought Jamie Johnson with him. And, you know, Willie's the show must go on kind of guy, apparently, because he went ahead and did the gig. And Jamie Johnson did the Merle parts, and they said it was pretty emotional. Jamie Johnson had a tough time getting through it because of just losing Merle. But
Yeah, I can imagine. Merle, man, I love Merle Haggard. I've always told people he's my hero, you
Yeah.
know, and I've always admired his style. You know, I've always sometimes tried to mimic it, you know, because you just can't help but do that with your heroes. But it's, you know, there'll never be another Merle Haggard.
yeah, oh, absolutely. And, you know, George Jones said it perfectly in a song that he did, you know, who's going to fill their shoes. And you guys as independents are trying, but when somebody like the King, George Strait, goes out and does 60 number ones, that's a hard act to follow.
Man, it is, boy. they call him the King for the reason, son.
But, yep, absolutely. You know, and it's interesting about him, too, that he didn't write most of his stuff. Dean Dillon wrote most of it, and he's in the Country Music Hall of Fame for songwriting.
Yes, sir, he is. I seen that.
So
you know,
keep doing your thing as a songwriter is what I'm getting ready to say.
well, that's kind of what I like to do, man. I've got a bunch of songs that I haven't even recorded yet, and I thought when I write them and do them, you know, I'll do a little rough demo on my phone. I record it, and I think, you know, so and so would sound good doing this song, you know. But you know, if the stars ever line up and everything got right,
Yeah.
maybe they'll hear it one day. But
Absolutely. Well, you were talking about in the independent community. Have you pitched to independent artists some of the songs that you've wrote, and maybe male, female artists, or both?
No, I haven't. That is something I'm looking at doing here in the near future. Because I've got some connections. I could probably get to some major artists, but of course you got to go through certain hoops, I guess, and everything has to be just so you can do that. But yeah, absolutely, man. Because I've got songs that that I think if a better, stronger voice could hear it, because when I write it, I can hear that person singing it in my head as I'm writing it.
Oh wow!
And it's hard for me to get that out of my mind when I'm singing it. So
yeah.
I think if everything ever worked out one day, I'm going to get this song to somebody, and but you just got to keep doing it.
Yeah, absolutely. And you never know who's listening out there in radio land. And that's what I love about internet radio. These local stations local to where you're at and around here to Branson or whatever. Now, they do have an app you can listen to on the internet, but internet radio goes to other countries. And we actually have to send this show to Belgium and Germany and Ireland that I'm on, because they cannot download it from our website. It's actually illegal for them to do that, I've been told. So they're starving for the country music that you make. If we don't do shows like this and send it to them, they're not getting it.
Right. Well, I've always wanted to go to Ireland, so I appreciate you helping me get there.
You're going to get there next Monday and Tuesday. Absolutely. You betcha.
Hey, sounds good.
We actually had a friend that got married in Ireland and showed pictures
Really?
on social media. Yeah, so
awesome.
it looks beautiful. I'd love to go too. So, hey, tell me this. What do you like to do for fun? And I'm a fishing kind of guy. Bass fishing's my deal.
Man, I love fishing myself, and I've been wanting to get into bass fishing a little bit. I've never just took the time to go. I'm more of a catfisher,
Okay.
Bump bottom, or we'll throw some jugs out. And we usually have a fish fry about every Sunday over here.
Oh, man, that sounds good. Yeah, we got the Tri-Lakes area here in Branson. We got Lake Taneycomo, which is for trout, and then we got Bull Shoals and Table Rock Lake that goes clear down into Arkansas. It's 76 miles long. And, just north of us in Springfield is the home of Bass Pro Shops, the headquarters. So.
Well, I just got the opportunity to go visit that here a couple of weeks ago, matter of fact, is we went to Tulsa, Oklahoma, but we went up through Missouri and hit the Bass Pro Shop up there.
Okay.
And which everybody needs to go. If you're in the area, you need to go by and see it. But
I've actually been to that one. I lived in Southeast
Yeah.
Oklahoma. I lived in Southeast Oklahoma for 20 years, and we went to Tulsa many times. So.
Well, that was, what was such a cool trip about that, not only seeing the Bass Pro Shop, but we got to hear some good music while we were up in Tulsa. We was doing for a Pipeliners thing for my father-in-law for local 798s, and I can't think of his last name now because I got it on the spot, but you talked about him right there at the beginning of your show here.
Cody Hibbard?
Cody Hibbard, that's it. I just discovered him, so
wow.
I'm still listening to him.
Hey, you're in for a treat, man. Go see him in a live show. That dude
you
is
ain't
good.
Joking, dude. That dude is good. He puts on a good live show.
Yep, I sold insurance all over Oklahoma for 3 years, and I went to his hometown of Adair, Oklahoma, all the time, going up and down to see my daughter. She still lives down there. So, I've stopped in Adair, Oklahoma for fuel and eats and all that. So yeah, I love that area, and he is so good. Yeah, you're right about that.
He really is, man. He is. I'm so glad I got the chance to see him live. And when I heard him live, that was the first time I'd ever heard him, because I never heard him up till this point.
Yeah.
And so as soon as I heard him first song, man, I went and found him on social media.
That's how it happens with me, and that's why we're here tonight.
Oh, that's right.
So we love that. Well, Derek Brantley, it has been a blast. We're going to play a couple more of your songs tonight, but tell us where folks can reach out to you and find you on social media if they want to check you out some more.
Man, y'all can go to my fan page on Facebook at Derek Wayne Brantley on Facebook. That's my fan page, but I've got a regular account for Derek Brantley. Y'all can go check that out as well. I'm on YouTube, Spotify, I'm on iTunes, stuff like that, Apple Music. I'm also on Instagram, so y'all can go by there and check that out.
All right. Sounds good, man. I sure appreciate the time tonight. We're going to play Friends of Mine next, and then I probably will kick off top of the hour with Luke the Beer Drinking Dog. How's that sound?
Sounds good to me, man.
All right. Let me ask you the story behind Friends of Mine real quick. It's a great song.
It is a good song, and I recorded it probably 7 or 8 years ago now in Nashville, Tennessee. A lot of good musicians on that song as far as music goes. You got Doug Jernigan on steel guitar. He's like a local legend in Nashville, man. He's played for everybody. Eugene Moles on lead guitar. His daddy, Gene, he was famous for the Bakersfield Sound with Merle Haggard and Buck Owens, and he helped create the red, white, and blue guitars that you see so famously now. But so a lot of good musicians on that. As far as the lyrics to it, songwriting, man, I went through a tough time, and when I wrote this song, I was already through it. I was just kind of looking back on what all I'd been through. So I actually lived that song, and and I think that's why that song reaches out to so many people, because when you live it and sing it, it's different than when you just come up with something for fun. When you can reach people on a personal level like that, and they can feel it, that's when you know it's real.
That is awesome. Well, we're going to play it for all the friends of mine and your friends too, your new friends right here on the radio station that you're making because of your music, man. It is fantastic, and I'll tell you a little bit about my age and how old I am. I grew up watching Buck Owens play that red, white, and blue guitar on Hee Haw.
Right.
So
I did too. I'm gonna tell mine a little bit also. I remember that show well.
Super memorable, absolutely. But some really, really good stuff. And boy, could that Roy Clark play.
Oh man, he had a brain in each finger, I think.
Yes, he did. Well, friends of mine from Derek Brantley, thanks for a great radio interview, my friend. And we'll talk again real soon, and hopefully see you in Branson.
Hey, man, I appreciate your time and opportunity.
Absolutely. This is Derek Brantley. We'll on one more time on KICR Indie Country Radio, The Tim Kelly Show from Branson.
Lonely has always been a friend of mine. It's always there when no one seems to care. It's always here to lend an ear when I need to clear my mind. It's the one I've always turned to when I've come home late at night. Yeah, lonely has always been a friend of mine. The bottle has always been a friend of mine. It's always here beside me cross the line. It's always here to pick me up anytime you've crossed my mind. It's the one I've always clung to when the storm clouds won't subside. Yeah, the bottle has always been a friend of mine. Held together by the memories of pain, strong like the winds of a hurricane or a levee that never breaks. And it's as endless as a midnight sky when the stars outshine the night. And in the end I know that I can count on those friends of mine. as a midnight sky when the stars outshine the nights. And in the end, I know that I can count on those friends of mine.
Another hour of the best in new country starts now on Indie Country Radio, New Country's best.
Well, you can find him underneath the porch, laying on the ground, sleeping it off and snoring out loud. He ain't counting sheep or the chickens he caught. He's counting beers from the night before. That's Luke, the beer drinking dog. He don't chase cars and bark all night, but he'll howl at the moon if the beer hits right. And he's once or twice leave him on the blues. And it wasn't 'cause the love set by, it's 'cause his watering bowl went dry. That's Luke, the beer drinking dog. Now he'll wander off every now and then, but sooner or later comes dragging in, and he swears to never do that again. But come Friday night, he'll come alive, and by the hair of the dog, he's feeling just fine. It's Luke, the beer drinking dog. He don't chase cars and bark all night, but he'll howl at the moon if the beer hits right. And he's once or twice leave him on the blues. And it wasn't 'cause the love set by, it's 'cause his watering bowl went dry. That's Luke, the beer drinking dog. Chase cars and bark all night, but he'll howl at the moon if the beer hits right. And he's once or twice leave him on the blues. And it wasn't 'cause the love set by, it's 'cause his watering bowl went dry. That's Luke, the beer drinking dog. Yeah, that's Luke, the beer drinking dog.
Once again, his name is Derek Brantley. That is called Luke, the beer drinking dog. And this interview started because of that song right there. Yeah, Luke is a lap dog, ladies and gentlemen. He laps that beer right up. Absolutely. And I just got some. My wife went out to a place around here to pick up some. So we'll toast to Luke after the show tonight. How's that sound? Well, how does hour number 2 sound? It's getting ready to sound really good. Welcome to the second hour of the Tim Kelly Show on KICR Indie Country Radio, broadcasting from Branson, Missouri, the live show capital of the world. We got a great live show going on right now, 2 for Tuesday, where every artist gets played twice in a row. Man, that is some good stuff. So you get to hear a little bit of versatility in these talented artists that we play on the program. And you're going to get to hear from another talented artist and the stories behind the songs. Mr. Seth Mills is going to join me at the bottom half of this hour. That is a little over 20 minutes away, so stay tuned. We got a whole lot more great stuff coming up. How about this next young lady? I had a great radio interview with her a few weeks ago. Her brand new single has a great video to it you can check out on ICTV, Indie Country TV. Her name is Taylor Austin Dye. It is Rest in Peace on KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's best.
J. Michael Adams, 35, Kentucky born, and he survived by his wife and his 3 boys. Good Lord. Plain wooden casket, peace lilies in a wicker basket. Dry eyes, it's no surprise he was living on borrowed time. Who did it? Who done did it? Somebody took one for the team. Who did it? Who done did it? Never gonna find out it was me. She called me up at 3:15. Big sister mama's still crying, and the preacher keeps on lying. No, he was not a man of God, 'cause he'd been called too many times. He was a thief and a cheater, a natural born deceiver. But the moment that he beat her, his ass was mine. She called me up at 3:15. Big sister, he hit me. Enough is enough, said give me 15. His blood's thicker than whiskey. I waited long enough till he was blackout drunk. Cinder block on the pedal, threw him in his truck. Ashes to ashes and dust to dust. Who did it? Who done did it? Never gonna find out it was me. Who did it? Who done did it? Take it to the grave, baby, rest in I don't claim to be a saint, but no, it didn't feel like a sin. Felt like he got what was coming to him. She called me up at 3:15. Big sister, he hit me. Enough is enough, said give me 15. His blood's thicker than whiskey. I waited long enough till he was blackout drunk. Cinder block on the pedal, threw him in his truck. Ashes to ashes and dust to dust. Who did it? Who done did it? Never gonna find out it was me. Who did it? Who done did it? Take it to the grave, baby, rest in peace.
Great country tunes on the radio.
Get it? Today's country.
Country lives right here. Country is what we do. Today's country. More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to KICR Indie Country Radio, syndicated worldwide, playing new country's best.
Now this is my kind of country. New country. New country. New country.
She's your Sunday morning, and I'm your Friday night. She's your top shelf, treat yourself, and I'm a cold Miller Lite. She's a pretty sundress, I'm an old ripped pair of jeans. She's a shiny new sports car, and I'm a 69 Shelby GT. But I don't wanna be your good time girl, arm around my shoulder, shutting down your favorite bar. I don't wanna be your good time girl, never seen you sober, only see you in the dark. And I'm not asking you to give me the world, but I don't wanna be your good time girl. She's a vase of flowers, and I'm a rose tattoo. She's a light shade of yellow, and I'm a darker shade of blue. She's a fairy tale on paper, a sure bet you could never lose. But you ain't fooling me, boy, 'cause when you're holding me, your heart tells the truth. Yeah, I don't wanna be your good time girl, arm around my shoulder, shutting down your favorite bar. I don't wanna be your good time girl, never seen you sober, only see you in the dark. And I'm not asking you to give me the world, but I don't wanna be your good time girl. I know you think you love her, but we can't go on like this. There's so much more between us than girl. Arm round my shoulder, shutting down your favorite bar. I don't wanna be your good time girl. Never seen you sober, only see you in the dark. And I'm not asking you to give me the world. No, no, I'll never be your diamonds and pearls. But I don't wanna be your good time girl. No, I don't wanna be your good time girl.
Her name is Taylor Austin Dye. Her music is to die for, ladies and gentlemen, and she has a great fan base. She calls them her ride or dies. So if you're a fan of hers, you guys are ride or dies. How about that? I love that. Taylor Austin Dye. That is the first song that I ever heard from her, and found her on that cool little app we call TikTok. This next gentleman has a brand new single out. He is a fan favorite around here when I play him on the radio. He is Randall King from the state of Texas, When My Baby's Wearing Boots, the new single from Randall King on The Tim Kelly Show on KICR Indie Country Radio. New Country's Best on 2 for Tuesday.
She takes that little black dress off the hanger. She wants a white wine table for two. She's in a tank top and cut off Wranglers. She's headed for that back porch to have her a few. But when I get home and she's got King George on, them leather soles down the hall say it all. When my baby's in boots, she wants to head downtown, find her some whiskey to shoot, get down in a honky-tonk crowd. She loves to cut foot loose when she slides into them size 7 little Casey's. We're gonna be two-stepping till 2. I'm in for a night that's crazy when my baby's in boots. She steals the show, man, you ought to see her. When the band plays Old Brooks and Dunn, yes, she's the best damn bar stool backup singer. Them lights coming on, don't slow her down none. When I get home, she knocks hers into mine, and I can't hardly wait until the next time. When my baby's in boots, she wants to head downtown, find her some whiskey to shoot, get gone in a honky-tonk crowd. She loves to cut foot loose when she slides in them size 7 little Casey's. We're gonna be two-stepping till 2. I'm in for a night that's crazy when my baby's in boots. Find her some whiskey to shoot in a honky-tonk crowd. She loves to cut foot loose when she slides in them size 7 little Casey's. We're gonna be two-stepping till 2. I'm in for a night that's crazy when my baby's in boots.
New country like we know new country. Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
She looks good, I mean real good. She got that thing about her, she got that glow around her. It's been folded, but every time I hold it, I just can't believe You can fit in that much. Pretty in a 3x3. She's in that red dress, white ribbon in her hair, smiling at me, standing there, bare feet on a salty shore. Her eyes shine through the faded ink. Everything about it's bittersweet. Yes, she might be in this Polaroid, but she ain't in the picture anymore. There's a corner ripped off. Her name's in a heart at the bottom. And there's a tear stain down the middle, where I've cried a little over that red dress, white ribbon in her hair, smiling at me, standing there, bare feet on a salty shore. Her eyes shine through the faded ink. Everything about it's bittersweet. Yes, she might be in this Polaroid, but she ain't in the picture anymore. She ain't in this house, this room, or this town. She ain't in this bed I'm laying in right now. No, she's in a red dress, white ribbon in her hair, smiling at me, standing there, cutting me right straight to the core. Her eyes shine through the faded ink. Everything about it's bittersweet, because she might be in this Polaroid, but she ain't in the picture anymore. Yeah, she might be in this Polaroid, but she ain't in the picture anymore. She looks good, I mean real good.
Once again, his name is Randall King. That is called In the Picture. He was in lots of pictures this last weekend, hanging out in Louisville, Kentucky at the Kentucky Derby. Him and his lovely girlfriend, Brittany Marie. She is a good friend of mine. I met her in 2014, and we've been friends ever since. Great couple and talented as well. Both of them are singers and songwriters. This next artist is a good friend of mine. She is from Seymour, Missouri. I have interviewed her. Her name is Chelsea James. This is called Spinnin' on the Tim Kelly Show on KICR Indie Country Radio, playing New Country's best on 2 for Tuesday.
Looking up, watching my mom and dad dancing in the kitchen. Teenage county fair, Ferris wheel, big deal kissing. Saturday, first date, couple skate, can't stop grinning. Home team curveball burning. Front porch ice cream churning. The moon goes around the earth goes around the sun. Looking out at the universe, it's the same ride for everyone. The ups, the downs, the roundabouts of the
Radio.
It's a sun up to sundown, working hard kind of town, full of teachers, couple preachers, more tractors and trucks than you can count. It's a simple life, but it's more than enough when you add it all up. We got ground to put some green on, a good book to lean on when times start getting tough and nothing's left but love. We just work till the work's through, as hard as we have to get to that next day. Oh, doing all it takes, yeah, living that life where all you need for survival is bread on the table and hands on the Bible. We got farmers, blue collars, and every field in between, having sons and daughters, growing that American dream. And everyone is proud of what they do. They got a place that's built on truth. We got ground to put some green on, a good book to lean on when times start getting tough and nothing's left but love. We just work till the work's through, as hard as we have to get to that next day. Whoa, doing all it takes, yeah, living that life where all you need for survival is bread on the table and hands on the Bible. We got ground to put some green on, the good book to lean on when times start getting tough and nothing's left but love. Yeah, living that life where all you need for survival. Oh, living that life where all you need for survival is bread on the table, hands on the Bible, hands on the Bible.
From Seymour, Missouri, and she is a fantastic artist. Yeah, she kind of sounds like a young lady by the name of Carrie Underwood. She's got some real powerful vocals, and she hangs around a lot in Springfield, Missouri, so watch the Southbound Bar and Grill and see if she's playing there, and you can go meet her up there. ChelseaJamesMusic.com is her website, too, by the way. Well, we've got a gentleman by the name of Seth Mills joining us on the program tonight. How are you, my friend?
Not too bad. How are you doing, Mr.
Hey,
Kevin?
doing good, man. Thanks for doing the radio show tonight. I sure do appreciate it. And you've got some fans that have been listening to this program for a little bit and requesting your songs in our live chat room. And here about 2 weeks ago, one of them just missed that I'd already played you. So I hope they're all listening tonight.
Oh, man. Yeah, no, well, the fans, I really do appreciate it. It means a lot. It helps keep you going.
Yep.
Keep the music coming out.
Absolutely, and you got a bunch of fans, I'm telling you, and I appreciate you been posting on your social media about this radio program and the interview that you're doing with us tonight, and you said something about it's pretty cool getting played on country radio, and boy, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely a new, unique feeling.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, how long have you been in the world of country music?
So I began writing when I was about 16 years old, but pursuing it professionally, I'd say around 2018 is when I started. I got out of the Army, stayed here in Nashville. I'm originally from Virginia, and I was stationed about 30 minutes away from Nashville when I was active duty Army. So when I got out, I stayed here and started playing shows and networking with people all around. One of the first venues I ever played was the Bluebird Cafe. And, man, after playing the first show, seeing the crowd, I was like, man, this is something I want to do.
Yep, that's awesome, man. I love that. And thank you for your service, man. Veterans are great, and Branson loves their veterans here. Every show I've ever been to, they have a little segment that they have all the veterans of every service of the military stand up and get their recognition, and I love that about Branson.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's much appreciated. You don't really see it too much anymore. People kind of slowly forgotten, but it is nice for the places that still do.
Oh, absolutely. And, I'm just like the previous interview with Derek Brantley here about 3 or 4 weeks ago. I'm looking for new music on YouTube or new videos for my TV channel. And I come across you and one of your songs, and here we are again tonight. So thanks for doing that. And isn't it pretty cool when a radio station reaches out to you to play you?
Yeah, I had to kind of put you in almost a panic, like, oh my gosh, is my stuff like lined up, ready to go? Like, do I look professional enough? And I had to like double check and verify. I'm like, oh my God, this guy's it's for real. It's actual radio. Like,
who is
called
this?
My wife, told her.
Who is this Tim Kelly dude?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, in 3 days we celebrate 10 years on this program, so it's been a fun ride with the independent artist, and I sure love talking to you guys and getting to know each one of you through the radio airwaves. But hopefully one day we can meet. I don't know if you've ever been to Branson or not, but if not, we can help you out with that maybe.
Yeah, never have. And one of my my coworkers, he has, and he said he loved it. And I was actually fully prepared to drop down there, thinking the radio interview would be in person.
Nice. We provide a limo for that. You don't have to worry about driving down there. No, that was a stretch right there. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, hey man, thanks for that. My very first radio interview was with the Sarah Dunn Band out of Oklahoma, and they were on their way to Mountain Home, Arkansas, and they brought their tour bus, and we were like, okay, we got to find a place to park this thing to do the radio interview in my basement studio at that time. We got them all in there, and they did some live playing, and it was a great time. That was my very first one. Had a tour bus involved.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I would definitely make the drive out there just for you, Tim.
Well,
come play some radio show.
I tell you what, you keep making the kind of music you're making, you're going to need a tour bus too.
Yes, sir. Hopefully.
Yeah, absolutely. So, who influenced you in the world of country music that you maybe listened to on radio and stuff like that, and said, "Hey, I think I want to do this"?
It definitely varies. So, growing up, I would say, so my all-time number one influence, and I'm still probably his biggest fan, is Luke Bryan.
Oh,
a lot of people have some hate for him, but especially the older Luke Bryan, his writing, his story, like working his way to Capitol Records, I was like, it's super inspiring to me. Yeah. And the same thing with Cole Swindell, being Luke Bryan's merchandise guy, and then touring with him until he was able to pass off some of the songs to Luke, and he loved them. And next thing you know, I mean, Cole Swindell's Cole Swindell now.
Yep.
And I'd say, and then actually one of my other biggest influences is a guy named Dean Brody. He's actually a Canadian country star.
Yes.
A lot of people don't know that Canadian country is kind of kept away from the U.S. besides like Shania Twain, and Dean Brody's had a couple songs that have played in the U.S. airways, but I have a huge love for Canadian country artists as well.
I've got some of his songs.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So he definitely his storytelling and his songwriting, his unique melodies, and the way he puts it together and can change up his entire demeanor through an album was just super impressive to me. And I always just idolized that, just analyze music nonstop. It was like, I want to be like that. Like I want to be able to do that, to be able to go from having a, fun party song that just gets you excited, gets you happy, to being able to tell a story that could break your heart and put you in tears if need be. But kind of bring back that older traditional country writing. Slowly but surely, I feel like we've faded away a little bit with the storytelling, even from like the early 2000s country. But I think it's something that comes in waves, and we'll slowly work our way back to writing those cool, unique storytelling kind of songs.
Oh, you're absolutely right. And that's why I love doing shows like this one in particular, and then another one I do on Thursdays is a Triple Play Thursday show, because I play 2 songs for the artist tonight. We'll probably play 3 for you, but we've got 4 of yours. But I love to hear the variety in songs and the different stories that they tell, and I love a country music ballad. And then, there might be a song that gets you maybe want to get out on the dance floor and 2-steps. So I like to play a little bit of variety of all of that in the programs.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's why I appreciate what you do. I mean, I personally value independent artists as well. I've slowly found myself listening to all these new and upcoming people, because everybody has like their own unique style and something they're bringing to the table that's a little bit different than, I would say, quote unquote commercial country at the moment. And it's awesome, man. And it's just crazy creative how people write these songs and come up with these ideas.
Yep, absolutely. And speaking of songwriting, we talk about that through a lot of these interviews. And is that something that you do? Do you have that talent?
I do, yes. Every single song I've put out has been written or co-written by me.
There you go. I love that. So, Hometown Healing is the first one. Tell us where your hometown is.
So, I'm from a small town called Beaver Dam, Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
It's just north of the capital of Virginia in Richmond. It's a nice place. Almost goes kind of back in time. Not much has really changed there. I believe in Beaver Dam we still only have one quick stop, some railroad tracks, and that's about it. It's a gas station. It used to be a gas station gun shop, and I believe it's just a gas station now.
That is wild. And, the previous artist, Derek, same way. He lives just outside of Nashville, but in a little bitty small town. And I was telling him, and I'm sure you'll agree, there's so much inspiration in those small towns and the country roads and the backwoods and all of that to write country music.
Absolutely. I mean, I was... It's probably about 16 when I started writing, and I would my family, we have some land and stuff out there, and I used to drive the truck in the middle of the field and sit on the tailgate with the guitar and just start playing some covers until I'd start coming up with some song ideas, and slowly but surely kind of taught myself how to write these songs. And started playing them for people at bonfires, little small get-togethers. That's kind of the thing back in Hanover County is the bonfires. And once I started playing them for people and kind of gauging what people liked, what they didn't, I was like, okay, slowly but surely learning.
Yeah, absolutely. You mentioned you like the storytelling songs. Now, let me ask you some of the artists that maybe you listen to on country radio, or some that inspire you today to be able to make the music that you make. Some names that we might know.
Let's see. Modern day, I would definitely say... So Hardy has obviously been, getting it pretty good. Luke Combs, of course, he's still doing his thing. But Sam Hunt, I would say, is still. I've been listening to him since I was, a teenager back in 2014 to even modern day. He's also one of those writers that just a lot of people don't know that he wrote these big time songs for like Kenny Chesney and Billy Currington before anybody ever knew who his name was.
Right.
And he's one too. He's still putting out, like, every now and then. Sometimes it's a really sentimental song, like a ballad, and other times it's just a fun, upbeat party song, kind of a flashback of that 2000s nostalgia of when life felt, I guess, simpler. I love him. Zach Bryan, also with the storytelling, great. Zach Bryan is definitely top tier right now for sure.
Yep, that's good stuff. Sam Hunt. And I talked to an artist just last night. That he's a lot more into songwriting now because of guys like that. Writing for all of these other artists, and there's so many of them out there that are, searching for music. And so hopefully, what you guys are doing can be recorded by one of these big names one day, and that was what Derek was just telling me, the interview that I did before you tonight. You got to maybe jump through some hoops and go through some things to get it out there, but if the right people hear it, you're well on your way.
Absolutely. And one thing I've learned about this town, being in Nashville, man, it's all about who you know.
Yeah, absolutely. you definitely are going to be getting the music out there, because we're going to put you on 14 other radio stations this next week, and in all these other countries, Belgium, I'm on 3 stations, and Ireland and Germany, and so we'll definitely get your music out there around the world.
Man, it's so much appreciated. Like I said, I mean, I'm glad everybody's enjoying it. I'm glad, you know, a lot of hard work people don't know about that goes behind these songs and getting them recorded, and, you know, even writing them. Like, you don't think that, you know, it's like anything that you create by yourself. You're like, man, I sure hope people like this.
Yes.
And then, you know, sometimes you get some good ones, sometimes you don't, and, you know, just kind of move on to make them better next time. But I'm so appreciative of everything you've done so far.
Well,
Tim.
You're absolutely welcome. We hashtag this station New Country's Best, and I use that phrase a lot. I want to be able to say it behind your music, and I can definitely say it behind yours. And when I'm searching for music, like I found you on YouTube, that's the artist that I'm looking for. Somebody that stands out from the crowd, and when we push play on it, they're going to go, wow, who is this? It's really good. I want to hear some more. Then they go search you out like I did and reach out to you, and here we are tonight. So if the fans would do that, you know, that's what it takes. You know, you're gaining new fans by getting that radio airplay in this way of doing it in internet radio, and I love doing it.
Yeah, it's absolutely. I mean, it's a pretty cool ordeal overall. I mean, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's a treat for me because I get to make new friends in you guys, and hopefully we'll get to hang out in Branson one of these days. Have you ever been here?
No, I have not actually. I'm trying to think. I don't know if I've ever been to Missouri in general.
Okay, well we got to fix that.
Yeah. I'd definitely be down to come down there and check it out. Sounds like a great place.
Yeah, this is the Show Me State. We got a lot to show you, man.
Yeah, I was thinking about, you know, even pre-planning when I was talking about coming down there for the radio station about wonder what kind of local gigs you have, like to play some local shows and stuff like that too. So I mean, I love those smaller town areas and, you know, just the old-timey places.
Yep. Well, I'll hook you up with a couple of those, and I'll be getting in touch with you after the interview today. So we're working with the theater in Branson that's willing to listen to some of your MP3s and EPKs, and hopefully invite you to come perform for the folks here.
Absolutely. Yep. So, I'll be on standby for it for sure.
Well, let's expose your music to the whole world. We've played you a few times, and so we're going to do it 3 times tonight for you. How about this first song called Hometown Healing from Seth Mills on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on Branson, Missouri.
Sitting by this window seat, staring out over the clouds. Don't know how the hell I got here, but I know I'm touching down. It's been 4 nights straight of hurry up and wait for you to come around, but you ain't called, so I bought a ticket back to my hometown, where I ain't gotta see you around. I can drive any back road to lane, I can stomp that gas through a cornfield after a fresh rain, and hit my old spots from the parking lots to the riverbank, whatever it takes, 'cause I'm gonna stop this hurting feeling with some hometown healing. When saw my mom and dad and they asked me how I've been, it's kinda hard to tell the truth, some things just ain't for them. But now I got the keys to the 350, in the back I got a fishing pole. I'm gonna burn up some diesel, redline the needle, and crank up the radio. Country roads take me home. I can drive any back road to lane, I can stomp that gas through a cornfield after a fresh rain, and hit my old spots from the parking lots to the riverbank, whatever it takes, 'cause I'm gonna stop this hurting feeling with some hometown healing. With the hometown healing. this hometown healing, of this hometown healing. I can drive any back road to lane, and I can stomp that gas through a cornfield after a fresh rain. Get my own spots from the parking lots to the riverbank, whatever it takes, 'cause I'm gonna stop this feeling, 'cause I'm gonna stop this feeling with some hometown healing, with some hometown healing, with some hometown healing.
Once again, his name is Seth Mills. That is called Hometown Healing here on Indie Country Radio, KICR Indie Country Radio. And we are live on our website right now with him on KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. So thanks for your time tonight, man. Loving your music.
I appreciate it. I really do.
Absolutely.
Honor being here.
Yeah, you're very talented in the whole gamut of it, and that's what I'm looking for is not only powerful lyrically, but also vocally in the production, man. And when it all comes together, that's magic.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and it's like I said earlier too, it's a lot of hard work. If
Yes.
people don't quite think, all they see is the songs after they come out, just have no idea how much time and effort goes in before it. But it's worth it.
Well, and for those of you independent artists, and I don't know if you're one of those that is doing music full time and doing it for a living, but I've got so many friends that are nurses and other professions around the country and you know, work so hard, and you're a veteran, so that's hard work and all of the, you know, training and everything that you've went through. You know, if you're not doing it for a living, you're so passionate about it that you invest a lot of dollars into it as well, and the money that you make doing for a living you set aside or save back to record these songs. It's expensive.
Yeah, it definitely is. I work currently full time as a police officer just north of Nashville,
wow.
and yeah, I'd say you know, as everybody knows, as police officers, we're you know, we make the most money out of everybody. So,
Yeah,
you know,
right.
Swimming in money.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, it gets tight, but it's just like anything else. You gotta, you know, put your money aside, save for it, and, you know, be lucky. Like tax return season, I love is because that's typically when I'll be able to put out a new song and you know, get the production done and everything like that. And it's kind of a treat for everybody.
Wow.
So.
Once again, thank you for your service, man. I work in a profession similar to that, so I work in security. So I've worked with a lot of law enforcement officers, and you guys are fantastic, and you do serve. That is for sure.
I appreciate it. It's definitely hard work.
Yes, it is. Do you know a guy by the name of Chris Darlington, who is also making country music that is a police officer?
I do not. I don't think. Chris Darlington.
Chris Darlington. You have to check.
So.
Yeah, you have to check him out as well. He's got some good songs he sent to me, and he is a full-time police officer as well. So it's amazing to me when I hear the stories and doing these interviews that you know, people do what they do for a living, but that's not their passion, and that's me. I do 2 shows a week, and unfortunately, that's all I can do with my other schedule that I do that pays me better. But I love doing this 3-hour gig on a Monday, Tuesday, or a Thursday, Friday night more than I do what actually I get paid to do.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean. It is. I mean, I love law enforcement too. There's definitely a passion for that as well. My father is a police officer. Has been a police officer my whole life. You know, kind of follow those footsteps, and you know, my plan is, especially anybody who wants to come to Nashville and you know, do music full time. Number one piece of advice I can give that I was given when I first got here is find something that you love to do career wise, and establish some sort of career or job here that you can maintain everything you need to financially, and then go out in all your free time and go play these gigs and go, you know, play downtown, play these writers rounds, and, you know, get your music out there, promote, you know, and you can do both. There's nothing wrong with doing both.
Yep. And that's exactly what I talked to a young lady last May, and her name is May Estes. You may have heard of her. She's making her way in Nashville. She just performed at the Grand Ole Opry last March the 4th, and she said the same thing. She was working as a waitress in Nashville and doing another job. She had 2 jobs, and then she got a publishing deal. So she's getting paid to write songs because she's so good at it. And
that's the way to do it, man.
So you got to pay your dues. I mean, it's a 10-year town, but and you may have to play for free for a little bit or do some of those things to get your music out there. And it's kind of like Jason Aldean says, you live from the tips of a pickle jar for a little bit, but if you can do that, there's a song in there too.
Yes, sir, absolutely.
So that's good stuff. You got another one called Riverbank. So tell us about this one. Is that a favorite place of yours to hang out?
Yeah, I definitely loved the Riverbank growing up. So this one was covering with my buddy Stu Phillips, who was back in Virginia. And he actually, this was my first ever song that was actually kind of pitched to me. The song was a little bit different than what you hear now, the original version I got, but worked with him and got back to him on it, a couple different changes on it, and I was like, he was all about it. And it hit definitely some home strings. It was going through a breakup, and definitely the song's about, just those memories you get smacked with, and you go back to those old places of you and, an old girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, whatever. I feel like something everybody can relate to.
Yeah.
And it's just, kind of one of those things, wondering where they're at nowadays, and, wonder if they ever, think back about the times like when, everything felt it was all right with them, and, it's real life. Everybody kind of has to move on and do your own thing, and that's essentially what the song is summing up, about going back to that spot.
That's awesome. Now, you did tell me off the air that you are married and your wife's sitting right next to you, so we want to give a shout out to her. What's her name?
Her name is Erin.
Erin. How did you guys meet?
So me and Erin actually met. It's a great traditional love story off a dating app.
Hey, that's how I met my wife. She's in the chat room right now.
Yep, we met from that. Went on a couple dates, and here we are 2 years later, married.
Isn't that something? And my wife's my soulmate. Never in a million years would I have thought an internet dating app would work. That's exactly how we met. So that's cool.
Yep.
I'm glad I asked that. How about that? We got that in common. Well, that's good stuff. And love songs are great. There's so many different stories that people tell, and young artists too, trying to make it in country music. I've interviewed so many young ones, 15-year-old, 18 years old last night with Logan Sanders, and so many relationships already. Songs are written about that in young people. So, but it's good to see when it works out, isn't it? And it sounds like it's worked.
Absolutely.
It sounds like it's worked out for you.
Oh yeah, love her to death. Definitely my best friend.
That is awesome. And there's nothing better than the family support, or the support of a spouse, when you're trying to do what you love to do in this world of country music.
Absolutely. Yep, she's been a great support channel for me, especially my line of work. There's a lot of trauma we deal with, and definitely influence our moods and stuff. But she's awesome, man. Definitely pushing me to. She was the one who pushed me to get Stuck in My Head pushed out, believe it or not. She actually, I've been sitting on that song for a little bit, and she just lit that fire underneath me and was like, "You need to get it out. You need to get it out. People are going to love this song. You need to get it out."
Erin, you're a rock star. You got the same kind of ear that I do, because that's the song that I heard when I'm scrolling through YouTube, and I even played it last night on my New Music Monday show, because I love it. I love that song. It's got a good vibe to it.
She does. She was right. She was right, everybody. Okay, I was wrong. She was right.
Now, you did tell me that Hometown Healing is your number one song that's getting streamed the most right now, but isn't that another thing about this crazy business that you're in? You never know what the fans are going to like. Just because you like something doesn't mean that they're going to like it as much, seems like.
That's absolutely true. Yep, it still to this day blows my mind. I mean, I love that you guys love it, and I actually put that one out. It was also super personal about the breakup and going back home and, kind of getting over it. And I kind of put that out for me, just one of those things just to kind of have. And next thing I know, I mean, it surpassed literally all my other songs in the streams for reviewing my analytics, and I was just like, wow. I guess a lot more people relate to this scenario than I thought.
Well, since you like streams and hanging out at a riverbank, you got to come to Branson now. We're in the Tri-Lakes area, and there is some really, really good fishing here. Me and you got to hang out and go fishing.
Yeah, absolutely. I love the water. So.
Yeah, me too. So we hopefully will see you here in Branson, but it has sure been a pleasure to talk to you tonight, my friend.
No, absolutely. I mean,
where can folks find you on social media? Seth Mills.
Yep, so on my Facebook, it's Seth Mills Music for my artist page and everything. For TikTok and Instagram and all that, it's Seth Mills Official.
Okay.
You know, working on putting out some more fun TikToks and everything for everybody. And Spotify, you know, just look at my name, Seth Mills, Apple Music, iTunes, anywhere you listen to music. You can find my music on there. I even got my own Pandora station now.
Hey, there you go. Love that. Well, I'll tell you what, I've had such a good time. The first time we do the interview tonight, let's not make it our last. I'd love to have you back on the program, and if you come up with something new, be sure to hit me up with it, and we'll talk about it on the radio again.
Yeah, absolutely, and I'll let everybody know if you're listening to the station right now, too. Actually going to have another single surprise release coming up here within the next couple weeks. Not making any announcements about it, but to all my fans and stuff that are tuned in listening to this, you guys, I believe, should be the first to know. We've already got the instrumentals done and everything, and once I cut the vocals, I'm going to surprise drop it. And Tim, I'll be sure to let you know as soon as it happens. You can premiere it on your station. Really will get the brand new country coming out.
Sounds good. Can we give just a little bit of a hint by asking this question? Is it a summertime song? Summer's almost here.
So it is it's definitely the summertime vibe melodically, but it is definitely going to be one of those kind of almost similar to Riverbank with the looking back. It's called I Wish She Knew.
Okay.
But it's got a really catchy hook and a really catchy melody written by me and one of my buddies, Peter Upton, and another guy who's a pretty big country artist, Nate Kenyon.
Okay.
We all wrote it, but I mean, I think everybody's going to love it. If you love Stuck in My Head, you're going to love this next song.
Man, I can't wait to hear
catchy.
it now. You got my appetite, so I'm ready to go. Absolutely. Well, you got my email address and everything, so we will definitely be in touch, and hopefully we'll see you here in Branson one of these days as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll be in touch with you about that for sure. Definitely get something on the books to come down there. Again, love to come play a acoustic set for the radio show, or you know, something up to that standard would be fun, or just do an in-person radio interview like the good old days.
That would be awesome. I love that. So, yeah, we'll be talking. Seth Mills, great artist, and he's got 2 songs. We're going to play one more for Riverbank, and then we're going to kick off the top of hour number 3 with another one, Stuck in My Head, and you'll absolutely love it as well. Thank you for your time tonight, sir, and have a great week ahead, and we'll see you on the radio.
Hey, you as well. Thank you so much, Tim.
You got it. This is Riverbank, Seth Mills on KICR Indie Country Radio, the Tim Kelly Show from Branson, Missouri, the live entertainment capital of the world.
Dreaming deep, sleeping for a good time. And I remember those days, you were looking so damn fine. I'm pondering, are you still out of fun? 'Cause I can still see you on those river rides, legs shining in the sun. Rolling fast, burning up this road. I can hear those 33s humming down below. Remember back, roll the radio down for me, when we were Jack and Diane in this modern world, my hands between your knees. Hey girl, you tore my heart in two. Sometimes I wake up late at night, 'cause I'm still missing you. Hey girl, we used to sing our favorite songs. Yeah, we'd hike on down to the riverbank, loving all night long. Feeling down, where you been all this time? find myself thinking back to when, girl, you were mine. 'Cause it was you and me against the world. We used to wish up on them stars. I could feel your heart being close to me. My favorite place was in your arms. Hey girl, you tore my heart in two. Sometimes I wake up late at night, 'cause I'm still missing you. Hey girl, we used to sing our favorite songs. Yeah, we'd hike on down to the riverbank, loving all night long. Ever since you said goodbye, hell, I've been moving on. But I keep hanging out by this riverbank, even though you're gone. Hey girl, you tore my heart in two. Sometimes I wake up late at night, 'cause I'm still missing you. Hey girl, you tore my heart in two. Sometimes I wake up late at night, 'cause I'm still missing you. And hey girl, we used to sing our favorite songs. Yeah, we'd hike on down to the riverbank, loving all night long. Baby, I want you back.
Another hour of the best in new country starts now on Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
Saw you dancing on that bar, double stopping and stealing hearts. You were lighting them up. I was stuck across the room. You smiled at me and I couldn't move. Girl, you had me starstruck. About 20 minutes later, I was stepping outside, but I knew for the rest of the night you'd be stuck in my head like that damn song they're playing on the speakers. Girl, you rocked them all night long. You pulled me in close, poured them drinks strong. I can go anywhere, but there's just no moving on, 'cause you're stuck in my head, 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 whoa. Like a light switch, girl, you turned me on. I was nowhere close to being gone, but I could have swore that I was drunk. By the way my head was spinning round, I was screaming out above the crowd. So girl, I gotta be upfront, 'cause I've seen a couple hundred girls in my time, and you're the only one I got on rewind. 'Cause you're stuck in my head like that damn song they're playing on the speakers. Girl, you rocked them all night long. You pull me in close, pour them drinks strong. I can go anywhere, but there's just no moving on, 'cause you're stuck in my head, 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 whoa. 'Cause you're stuck in my head, 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 whoa. See, normally I would skip it if I ain't feeling the beat, but tonight you're steady on repeat. 'Cause you're stuck in my head like that damn song they're playing on the speakers. Girl, you rocked them all night long. You pulled me in close, poured them drinks strong. I can go anywhere, but there's just no moving on, 'cause you're stuck in my head, 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 whoa. 'Cause you're stuck in my head, 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 whoa.
I'm telling you, that's a hit song right there, ladies and gentlemen. Aaron did great in telling him he needed to push that one, and we're going to keep pushing it as well. Seth Mills with us tonight, live on KICR Indie Country Radio's 2 for Tuesday. Had a great radio interview, and if you missed it, and you're just getting tuned in to hour number 3, don't worry. Everything we do is recorded. It'll be available in a little less than an hour on our website. It'll be the top show, the first one you click on KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. Hit that Spreaker live radio player, all right? Well, let's hit some Adam Grant for Shelley, listening to us in Overland Park, Kansas. This is a great ballad called Let Her Hurt from Adam Grant on the Tim Kelly Show, KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
Somebody else will fix his heart, the same one you've torn all apart. Now you're sad 'cause you did me wrong. You just don't realize what you have until it's gone. But in my mind, I'd take her back, but I've got to be stronger than that. Though this flame still burns, I'll let her hurt, I'll let her cry, I'll let her feel what it's like to hear the words goodbye. I'll let her tears pour down like rain. She can deal with the lonely, she can deal with the pain she's put me through. When she turned cold, she left my heart full of empty, with nothing else to hold. In my mind, I still want her back, but I've got to be stronger than that. This old flame still burns. I'll let her hurt, those days have been gone for a while. Oh, what a fool that I've been, afraid of starting all over again. So this time there's no turning back, 'cause my heart just can't handle that. This old flame still burns. I'll let her hurt, I'll let her hurt.
Great country tunes on the radio.
Get it? Today's country.
I love absolutely every single song they play. This station is dangerously good.
This is Today's Country.
I like the music. I like the DJs.
There's even more to like.
I like everything about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to KICR Indie Country Radio, syndicated worldwide, playing new country's best.
Now this is my kind of country. New country. New country. New country.
Her mind was made up. I guess she finally had enough. She's moving on. On the bus and leaving town, I couldn't turn her heart around. She's good as gone. Moving on like a hurricane. Mississippi rain. She took a job in Tennessee, half a world away from me. Guess I'll be moving on. Like a storm out in the sea, winds of change are killing me. I'm good as gone. Moving on like a hurricane. Mississippi rain. This lonely town won't ever be the same. Not after going through a hurricane. Mississippi rain. Mississippi rain. Mississippi rain. Mississippi rain. Mississippi rain. Mississippi
His name is Adam Grant. That is called Mississippi Rain. I like that song too. Super, super talented gentleman. He is currently on the Ropin' the Wind tour, a tribute to Garth Brooks, traveling all over the state of Texas and loving the crowds, and the music is great as well. It's Garth, ladies and gentlemen, and Adam Grant doing him justice for sure. Well, Adam Grant also was a former police officer. Shelly just telling us that in the chat room tonight. I did not know that about Adam Grant. Thank you for your service, my friend. We do appreciate it out there. Protect and serve and back the blue, ladies and gentlemen. That's what it's all about. Well, in the interview that I just did with Seth Mills, a former police officer, well, actually a current police officer, we have another current police officer in our rotation tonight. His name is Chris Darlington, and I was just looking for a great summertime song and asking Seth about that. Well, this one is called Sippin' on Summertime from Chris Darlington on The Tim Kelly Show on KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on 2 for Tuesday.
It's Friday night, Westos, chilling with some good folks, just sipping on summertime. The sun is dropping, the sky is clear, white wine and a bucket of beer, just sipping on summertime. And the band plays country road, take me home to a place I belong. It may not be West Virginia, we're doing wild and wonderful anyway. Fireflies blowing in the air, a summer breeze is blowing her hair. We'll be sipping on summertime. In a cut-off jeans, showing off tattoos, on his Fitbit with nothing to lose. They're sipping on summertime. Get you one last sip before it all ends. Seem like it's over before it begins. Just sipping on summertime. And the band plays country road, take me home to a place I belong. It may not be West Virginia, we're doing wild and wonderful anyway. Fireflies blowing in the air, the summer breeze is blowing her hair. We'll be sipping on summertime. Gets lighter, skin gets darker, sipping on summertime. Water gets warmer, music gets louder, sipping on summertime. And the band plays country road, take me home to a place I belong. It may not be West Virginia, we're doing wild and wonderful anyway. Fireflies blowing in the air, the summer breeze is blowing her hair. We'll be sipping on summertime. Yeah, we'll be sipping on summertime. Hair gets lighter, yeah, skin gets darker. Life gets better, sipping on summertime.
New country sounds like this.
I'd rather drink a hot beer, build a fire in the pouring rain, burn all of my fishing gear, then set sail in a hurricane.
And this.
I don't wanna be a good time girl, arm around my shoulder, shutting down your favorite bar.
And this.
99 Halo couldn't take you away.
You're listening to the best in new country music on KICR Indie Country Radio.
Never been too much of a gambler. The winning cards never fall my way. I've lost a few races now, I think I'm through chasing now. But my luck's finally changing now with you. I finally got a better hand with you. I'm feeling like a lucky man. Lucky one, taking mine. Winners and run, you complete my whole world like a diamond on a hand. Game over, love wins. coming. Like you dropped that ace on my heart. You got me making wages now. I ain't afraid of changes now. And girl, you got me singing now about you. I finally got a better hand with you. I'm feeling like a lucky man. So how am I the lucky one? Taking my winners and run. You complete my whole world like a diamond on the hand. Game over. Love wins. So how am I the lucky one? Taking my winners and wrong. You complete my whole world like a diamond on a hand. Game over. Love wins. Game over. Love wins.
He is currently in law enforcement at the Frederick County, Virginia Sheriff's Department and making hit country songs as he does his full-time gig. I talked about that in the interview tonight, and he is definitely great at country music. Don't give that up. His name is Chris Darlington. That is called Love Wins, and another great tune called Sippin' on Summertime. Great summertime songs getting us started, hour number 3. How about my good friend May Estes that we also talked about in the radio interview tonight from Hope, Arkansas. This is called Your Hands on Today's Country from KICR, Indie Country Radio, The Tim Kelly Show on New Country's Best, a 2 for Tuesday.
I've seen your hands grease stained, turn a wrench, swing a hammer, take apart a V8, put it back together and never miss a move. They just know what to do. And I've seen your hands 10 and 2, headed east on 40, hometown in the rear view. You left for me, letting go of everything so I could chase a dream. Steady and true and strong, and right where I belong. Holding a beer on a Friday night, holding a match when I need a light, holding the door and my own guitar, there on my knee in a crowd in a dive bar, holding a ring in my heart for the rest of my life, wearing that band. I hope your hand's always holding mine. I felt your hands in the dark, light me up all over, running through my hair and pulling me closer like nobody else. You know me better than I know myself. You pick me up when I can't stand, like my mama prayed for, kind of man. Holding a beer on a Friday night, holding a match when I need a light, holding the door and my own guitar, there on my knee in a crowd in a dive bar, holding a ring in my heart for the rest of my life, wearing I hope your hand's always holding mine. Holding mine.
Hey y'all, it's May Estes, and you're listening to Tim Kelly on KICR Indie Country Radio.
Got a counter full of long stems that never seem to die. My favorite's the pale pink, but I'll settle for white. Lucky me, I'm drowning in Valentine's. At least once a week, you got a dozen in hand. Doing what you think makes you a good man. And I'll flash that fake smile once again. There's one for sneaking in too late at night. One for when sorry wouldn't make it right. A ribbon tied around your mistakes in a pretty vase. And we both know it, but we'll just call them roses. Roses. They'll be yellow when you're coming from the bar across town. That lipstick red we don't talk about. I'm waiting on a bouquet that comes without. One for every white lie that's left your lips. There's one for every broken promise I forgive. A ribbon tied around your mistakes in a pretty vase. And we both know it, but we'll just call them roses. Roses. I don't know why you and I can't start over when the flowers die. All I need is for you to see they don't mean nothing to me. When there's one for that ring burning on your hand, and one for every wilted second chance. A ribbon tied around your mistakes in a pretty vase. And we don't show it, so we just call them roses. Roses. Yeah, we'll just call them roses.
That is the first song I ever heard from May Estes. Found her on that cool little app called TikTok. Now she has 352,000+ Twitter or TikTok followers, and go check her out on TikTok. She does these cool things called Mayday Mondays, and she is live on there playing lots of her original music and some great cover songs as well. We talked about her in the live radio interview tonight with Seth Mills, and she was working two jobs. One was a waitress, I don't know what the other one was, and got a publishing deal to write music, and she is a great performer of it as well. Well, so is this next gentleman. That's why we call this station New Country's Best. That's all we got's the best, ladies and gentlemen. He is our good friend Mr. Jonathan Lynn, and he did quite well on the country gospel charts with this next single. It is called The Mightiest of Men from Jonathan Lynn on the Tim Kelly Show on KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
Will the mightiest of men have had their troubled times? They've walked down lonely roads and through the potholes of life, and they knew in their hearts there was another way. It wasn't very easy to make it through each day.
one man, Tim Kelly, and there was only one radio station, Indie Country Radio.
Hey, 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 I wanna love you. Hey, I wanna hug you. I wanna tease you. Hey, I wanna squeeze you. So come on back to me. Hey, I've been thinking what I've been missing. I've been thinking, ooh, you've been kissing. So come on back to me. Well, you looked at me and I began to melt. Well, you touched my hand and this is what I felt. Yeah, I kinda felt like living, felt like trying, felt like living, and I felt like dying. Oh, come on back to me. Hey, 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 I'm gonna love you. Hey, 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 I'm gonna love you. Hey, hey, I wanna kiss you. Hey, 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 I wanna squeeze you. Hey, 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 I've been thinking. Well, you looked at me and I began to melt. Well, you touched my hand and this is what I felt. Yeah, I kinda felt like living, felt like trying, felt like living, and I felt like dying. Oh, come on back to me. Come on back to me. Yeah, I kinda felt like living, felt like trying, felt like living, and I felt like dying. Oh, come on back to me. Come on back to me. Hey, 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 hey.
Well, I'll tell you what, there's never a dull moment around my house, but if there ever was, that's the song that I would go to right there. That'll get you up and moving no matter what's going on. Absolutely. Jonathan Lynn and a great tune called Come Back to Me. We'll send that out to Donna, listening to us live in Nashville, Tennessee right now. Well, we talked about this next artist in the interview with Seth Mills tonight. He's a great Canadian artist. His name is Dean Brody, and this is a great summertime song because it's called Canadian Summer from Dean Brody on KICR Indie Country Radio with the Tim Kelly Show live from Branson, Missouri.
Lakeside Motel at the corner gas, you asked for my help. Standing by your van, you're barefoot in a snapback and sipping on your ice cap. I changed your tire and you gave me your name. So I crashed your camp with some friends of mine, reached for your hand. The 1st of July, fireworks on the water, yeah, we partied in the harbor, Blue Rodeo, our soundtrack that night. We were high on Canadian summer, making friends, crushing cans, holding hands, nose Muskoka vines. You're blinking, it's over. Driftwood campfire nights in the land of the northern
quiet man. I don't say much. I work hard. I drive a truck. I have peaceful hands. I even go to church. But don't get me wrong, I'd go to jail over her. She's just 2 feet tall, looks just like her mom. The most beautiful thing on this green earth. And when she's sleeping on my chest, I know I'm in over my head. 'Cause if anybody really makes her hurt, I can't help myself, I'd go to jail over her. I never thought I'd meet someone who'd be my morning, my joy and setting sun. Well, I know someday boys will call on her. Oh, but they'll all know I'd go to jail over her. 'Cause to me she'll always be 2 feet tall, just like her mom. The most beautiful thing on this green earth. Always daddy's little girl, full of sass and bouncing curls. And if they treat her like I do, no one gets hurt. I can't help myself, I'd go to jail over her. Someday she'll meet your boy, the one you'll sweep her off her feet. And if you're lucky, she'll give you a daughter of your own. And when those little hands reach up, well, welcome to the club, you're one of us. Now you're dangerous. 'Cause to you she'll always be 2 feet tall, just like her mom. The most beautiful thing on God's green earth. And when she's sleeping on your chest, I know you're in over your head. No, there's nothing you won't do to love on her. When she laughs, you're gonna laugh. When she falls, you'll help her up. When she's happy, you're gonna smile. When she hurts, yeah, you're gonna hurt. But I promise you this much I swear. Yeah, we'd both go to jail over her. Yeah, we'd both, son, go to jail over her.
What a fun song that is. He's a great Canadian artist. His name is Dean Brody, and that is called I'd Go to Jail. Well, I've been to jail before. I've been to Facebook jail, and the food is terrible. You don't want to eat that. I had a double Zuckerburger with cheese and no bacon on it. I couldn't believe it. It's just awful. And so was that joke. The next song is a great friend of mine, and we're going to send it out to our favorite listener, Lula Bradbury, listening to us live in Indianapolis, Indiana. Tony Corrales from the Tony Corrales Band. This is called Fight for Your Love on KICR Indie Country Radio, the Tim Kelly Show, playing new country's best and telling the worst jokes.
I still open doors for you, baby. Give you a kiss goodnight. And even when things turn out wrong, I do my best to make it right. You used to leave little notes. I'd find them throughout my day. I wanna be your one and only. I see you're in love but lonely. So I'm gonna fight for your love. Show you everything this man is made of. And I take one hell of a beating to learn how to treat you right. 'Cause girl, I'm not going down without a fight. I miss you when you're gone. just for the day. All the beauty I still see in you just takes my breath away. You used to walk up behind and wrap your loving arms around me. I wanna be your one and only. I see you're in love, but lonely. So I'm gonna fight for your love. Show you everything this man is made of. And I take one hell of a beating to learn how to treat you right. 'Cause girl, I'm not going down without a fight. Baby, I'm gonna fight to make this house a home. And I'm sorry I made you feel so alone. So I'm gonna fight for your love. Show you everything this man is made of. And I take one hell of a beating to learn how to treat you right. 'Cause girl, I'm not going down. No, 'cause girl, I'm not going down without a fight. No.
Stirring up a spark till I'm one step away from two-stepping away with your heart.
And this.
This old shirt is getting worn. The knees of these jeans are torn. This old back don't work the way it should.
And this.
Holding a beer on a Friday night, holding a match when I need a light, holding the door, my old guitar, lay on my knees in a crowd in a dive bar.
You're listening to the best in new country music on KICR Indie Country Radio.
A soft kiss in the morning, then I'm headed off to work. Got no time for real things, just the things that don't have worth. Grab my morning coffee just to make it through the day. Thoughts of you fill my head, and all my heart can say, girl, you make coming home so easy. Standing on that front porch, looking so damn good. Yeah, girl, you make loving you so easy. I wouldn't change you if I could. You've got those baby blues, look at you, wrapped around my heart so true. Don't know what I'd ever do, honey, without you. sunshine, just peeking through the blinds, looking like an angel, wishing I could just stop time. Laying here together, holding on real tight, feel our hearts beat as one, makes everything so right. Girl, you make coming home so easy, standing on that front porch, looking so damn good. Yeah, girl, you make loving you so easy. I wouldn't change you if I could. You got those baby blues, look at you, wrapped around my heart so true. Don't know what I'd ever do, honey, without you. You make coming home so easy, standing on that front porch, looking so damn good. Yeah, girl, you make loving you so easy. I wouldn't change you if I could. You got those baby blues, look at you, wrapped around my heart so true. Don't know what I'd ever do, honey, without you. Don't know what I'd ever do without you.
Tim Kelly on Indie Country Radio.
One less bar in this town I go drinking, one less beach to watch that red sun sinking, one less number in my phone, one less way to get back home, one less church to go to pray. If less is more is what they say, then I got one more, almost got it right. One more string of sleepless nights, one more tell myself it's gonna be okay. One more, man, what could have been? One more, why this had to end? One more empty bottle in this world, 'cause of one less girl. One less favorite song that I'll be playing, one less I love you that I'll be saying, one less pair of blue-green eyes, one less car parked in my drive, one less dance out in the rain. If less is more is what they say, then I got one more, almost got it right. One more string of sleepless nights, one more tell myself it's gonna be okay. One more, man, what could have been? One more, why this had to end? One more empty bottle in this world, 'cause of one less girl that I still want, that I still need, that I can't more string of sleepless nights. One more tell myself it's gonna be okay, okay. One more man, what could have been. One more, why this had to end. One more empty bottle in this world, 'cause of one less girl. One less girl.
His name is J.D. Shelburne. He's the gentleman that always takes us out of the show, so yes, it's that time. That's going to do it for this week's edition of 2 for Tuesday on the Tim Kelly Show. I want to thank my special guests, Derek Brantley and Seth Mills, for joining me live tonight. If you missed it, everything is recorded and available on our Spreaker website, KICRIndieCountryRadio.com, on that Spreaker radio player is what I'm trying to say. So hit that up, the first show at the very top, and you can hear all the interviews and all this great music over and over and over again, and we sure hope you do. The Tim Kelly Show is produced by Tim Kelly Productions. Like us there on Facebook, and we will like you right back. Until next Monday and Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central Time, I will see you on the radio. Bye-bye, everybody.
I can put you in